If you've decided to start a small farm business raising chickens for meat, you're probably wondering where to begin. To be profitable, most farmers suggest you need to have at least 200 birds in your flock. Cost to get started and annual running expenses might seem prohibitive for some, but you can start small and gradually ramp up. You can start a small broiler farm annually for around $5,000. Supplies. A supply list for a broiler chicken farm is exhaustive. You can divide a chicken farm into several categories for the sake of organization: stock, coop, land, feed, and health care. Chicks. Purchase quality chicks of good breeds from dependable breeders. On average, the cost is about $1 to $2 per chick. Chicken coop or house. A broiler needs 2½ to 3½ square feet of indoor spaces per bird. Pine shavings are recommended for floor litter, and many farms use a deep litter method. A bale of pine shavings can cover a coop that is 8 feet by 8 feet. As time goes on, you will need to add to the litter. You also need feeders, waterers, a ventilation system, isolation cages, lighting, a waste disposal system, and brooder heaters. Land. Factor in your rent, property taxes, and insurance. Look up how many birds per acre would be appropriate. Sources vary widely, but keeping too many birds per acre can become a muddy, unsanitary mess. Feed. About 70% of broiler farm costs come from feed for the first 2 weeks. Your chicks should be on starter feed. Each bird will require about 1 ounce per day or approximately 1 pound for the first 14 days, until slaughter. At about 7 weeks of age, you need about 9 to 14 pounds of feed per bird. The birds will need a fresh supply of water daily. Health care. You can expect to pay to treat any mite infestations or colds, or for medications and vaccinations. Inspect birds' health regularly. Disease can wipe out an entire flock if not caught early. Vaccinations are required to keep the flock from catching diseases. Cost of processing and storage locker fees. You can expect butchering cost to be about 20 cents to 50 cents per pound. It depends on whether you sell chickens or cut them up. Chickens sold in parts will usually bring you more money per pound. Also, expect storage locker costs for processed meat that is not picked up right away. Labor. Depending on the size of your operation, you will need to hire farm hands to assist if you have a flock of more than 10,000 birds. 2 adults can run a flock of 10,000 or less, but it will require at least 3 hours a day, every day of the week. Other expenses. Factoring utility costs to run lights and heaters, fresh water, fencing, waste disposal, transportation, marketing, and maintenance. Know the laws. Investigate your state and local laws around keeping poultry on your land, poultry processing, and sales. Biosecurity is the know. One reason for poultry regulations to keep diseases, viruses, bacteria, funguses, parasites, and other microorganisms that cause disease away from birds, property, and people. 325 states have meat processing regulations, and the other half follow the USDA guidelines and have adopted exemptions relevant to small-scale producers and processors who sell their poultry. Many states require that meat chickens be processed in a USDA-approved facility to sell to the public legally. However, in some states, you can sell whole chickens directly to restaurants if your poultry operation is small enough in scale. You may also be allowed to sell whole chickens to the public as long as you sell them directly from your farm. Research the state laws that apply to you, because knowing where you'll get the chickens processed and how much that will cost will affect your business plan. Know your market. Consider whether you will sell conventional Cornish Cross, the fast-growing cross that is the large-scale poultry industry standard, or go for an heirloom breed or hybrid specially designed to forage on pasture, like Freedom Rangers. Your market will determine this. Are you selling to people who know the difference in care? Will the market support the price per pound you'll need to charge to be profitable? Birds raised on pasture may take longer to reach market weight, ultimately costing you more money. In many states, farmers can sell directly to restaurants if the supply is between 1,000 to 20,000 birds per year, depending on the state. They are exempt from an inspector being present when slaughtering and processing are taking place, but not from regulations. For example, farmers under the 1,000 bird exemption can slaughter and process on their premises for distribution as human food. Figuring out your market is the next step for your new chicken business. Who are your local buyers? Will you sell to consumers directly from your farm? And if so, How will they know where to find you? Will you sell to restaurants? Another option is to contract with a major chicken producer like Tyson or Perdue. Depending on the contract, those major chicken producers will often provide the chicks, vaccinations, and feed, maintaining ownership of the birds, while farmers keep the day-to-day husbandry and growing environment. The major producers will assume risk due to market volatility. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.